Hello, everybody. I'm back again. You know, I told you the other day that I didn't like to be out in public and didn't go to town much, but I had to go yesterday and get my driver's license renewed. So, and I'd run low of coffee and I prep. Or try to, anyway. And so I try to keep about 6 months worth of coffee and run low, so run by Walmart and they didn't have my coffee. And I drank Nescafe Classic, and I've drank it for over 40 years. I do keep some other brands of coffee for spares in case I run out, but I don't like it, but I keep it. And I asked a little old stocking girl if they had any in the back, and they hadn't brought out yet. And she said, I don't know, I'll check. And she pulled her little old handheld device out. She said, what brand is it? And I said, Nescafe Classic. She said, can you spell that? Well, it stunned me. And I looked at her, I said, well, can't you read? Can't you spell? She said, can you spell it? So we spelled it, and of course I didn't have none. And so last night I ended up just like everybody else going online and ordering 6 months supply of my coffee. And I needed a lawnmower belt, so I went to get one of those, and something common that they don't have. But I did find one. I'll try to get out, or I'll send the boys out to get it. I ain't going back out, so I hate town. I hate what our country's become. I hate to deal with these idiots. I mean, bless their heart, they're put in jobs that they don't even know what they're selling. I mean, something simple like a lawnmower belt, you ask, I can't believe what our country's become. I mean, it's just unreal. And you got John Kerry, that big mouth, forgive me for what I'm going to say, but that big mouth bastard. Running around all these other countries, you've got Ireland going to kill 65,000 head of cattle. You've got France going to do 35,000 a year to help fight global warming. Methane. Well, I suggest they take a look at their big cities and their landfills, all that methane and the pavement, the concrete, all the heat that comes out of the cities. But it's not about that. If these young people will study history, Henry Kissinger said, control the food, you control the people. It's all about control. It's nothing to do with climate change. It's about what they want to control. This one world government that they're wanting, it's all about control. So we, like old timers, had better take a stand because there ain't nobody else going to. We're the last stand. I mean, yesterday was June the 6th, D-Day. Look at the men, and there were some women, nurses that got killed too. You look at the men and women that was killed so that we protected freedom. A lot of the tactics that these countries are using now it's come out of Nazi Germany. It's a mixture of Stalin and Hitler. The Nazi, I mean, it's just a mixture of all of them. And you've got senators and congressmen right now that was elected spouting that junk. So we had better wake up, because it's coming to your local town. I mean, we're blessed here, but we got some in nuts right here too. They're moving in. They're leaving New York, California, and they're moving in right around here, and they're bringing their philosophy with them. You know, Reagan said we're just one generation away from not being free, and he was right. You know, I just don't. It worries you about the youngins that are coming up. I mean, there's not too many young people getting into farming. I can't blame them. I mean, I do it full time, but the boys work off the farm, and there's a lot of times, you know, they have to pick up quite a bit of the load on the financial side sometimes, you know, because but when you're waiting on 2 or 3 paychecks a year, and once that money is paid out for your bills, sometimes you have very little to live on. And farmers is the ultimate preppers. We don't throw away nothing, we save everything. But God gave me a gift to work the land and run cattle, and we used to put a lot of tobacco out, and of course the government come in and done that. Now they're going to legalize pot, and you're going to be able to grow pot. So it is a different time than when I grew up. I miss the 60s and 70s, I can tell you that. It was a lot better time. We didn't have much, but people say you was poor, but no, we was rich. We had all the food we could eat, we growed. We had hog meat, beef. You know, it was a lot of hard work, but you know, you felt good about yourself when you went to bed. There wasn't a lot of overhead back in them days. I can remember first money I made was a neighbor rolled hay off the hill down in the sink over where they could load it and made 50 cents. And Papa took me to the store, and I bought a Coke and a moon pie, and I thought it was the greatest thing in the world. Nowadays, you know, the kids don't do that. I mean, they're on their computer, they're playing games, and they become babysitters to a lot of parents that 2 parents have to work, and it's just, I don't know, it's a different world. I wish we could go back, but we can't. You know, I try to do the best I can and raise my animals right, and then you get somebody like John Kerry. He ain't nothing but a hypocrite. His wife owns Heinz Ketchup. If he's going to spout out about farmers and the cause of the climate change, then him and his wife already shut down Heinz Ketchup and never grow another tomato or buy another tomato to make ketchup out of it. You ought to put his beliefs where they count, right in his back pocket like everybody else. He wants to shut me down, while he shut down first. Make an example. Do it. Put your money where your mouth is, buddy. You know, I'd like to meet him. I really would. I really would. I'd like to sit down and have a conversation with a rich elitist asshole. One time in my life, I really like to sit down, because that's what he is. He's an asshole. He's an elitist. He thinks he's better than we are. Do you think that when it comes down to eat lettuce, you think they're not going to eat beef? You think they're not going to eat the best lettuce while the rest of us are starving? You people are crazy. You listen to these politicians, you run out and vote, and then you fuss about high gas prices, high food prices. You can't blame Trump for everything. When he was president, gas around here is anywhere from $1.57 to $1.87. Now what is it, $3.60? Diesel was almost $5 a gallon. Your food is more than doubled, some tripled. I was just walking around Walmart yesterday looking at some high prices. Beef, little pack of hamburger, $30. Little roll, box of cereal, $7, $8. And it shrunk down. I mean, basic necessities doubled. Toilet paper. I mean, you name it. I think notice the eggs have come back down a little bit. But they're hypocrites. John Kerry, Joe Biden, that whole Democratic party, they're fascists. They've turned into fascists. And they use Nazi tactics. They say that Republicans are Nazis, but they use Nazi tactics. And I'm sorry if people don't like what I'm saying. It is what it is. Like it or lump it. It's truth's the truth. But that's about all I've got to say. You guys have a wonderful day, and God bless everybody. Now let's see if I can cut this one off. Maybe not.